Are you curious about swinging? As an SEX therapist, here are the 4 things you need to know. Number 1, do you know what you're looking for? Are you looking for a guy, which is the easiest thing to find? Are you looking for a couple, which is the middle thing to find? Or are you looking for single women where they're called unicorns for a reason and are really difficult to find and you have to do a ton of work to get there? Number 2, are you aware of your boundaries? What are you prepared to do? Are you looking for full swap, part swap? If you don't know what that is, you got to research that. Are you looking for same room? How does that work for you? Have you had those discussions? And if you're single, you're going, yeah, anything goes. So be clear about what you're willing to do, because there's lots of things that you aren't willing to do. You just don't know about it yet. Number 3, get tested and be prepared to have those conversations about it. A lot of people are like, I just want it to happen. No, be safe, get tested, go, where have you been? What have you done? Are we clear? Because it's a thing, right? And I just heard from a whole bunch of people in the Midwest who all got gonorrhea together. And I hadn't heard that before. It really was that swingers were the safer group because they got tested every 3 months, because they were aware of it and because there were condoms. But no, there was a whole outbreak. And some of them are antibiotic resistant. And again, I hadn't heard about that in the last 30 years I've been talking about this, but it's becoming a thing, so beware of it, right? The last thing you want to do is make sure you have some safe words. I call it my warning track safe word. Mine is Brussels sprouts. Feel prepared to borrow it if you want, which basically says, come talk to me, to your partner. Let's go into the bathroom and just talk. Something's hitting the warning track for me. I need to be clear about it. And you need to have my other one is, get me the hell out of here. Something's gone sideways. I don't care for rude. Mine is Ebola. Like, if I drop that, it's done. But you understand, and finally, you may want to have a contract which outlines what that looks like. And I have some details. Lastly, I have a list of all the ways you can meet people, and that's a whole other discussion. But it's easier to just sue@sexwithsue.com. Send me an email, check my link, and I will send you a whole thing, which is my free course on how to meet people in the lifestyle. I'm a clinical SEX therapist. I have been one pushing 30 years. I got this, and I know exactly where you're going. And you're allowed to be curious, because it's the number 1 fastest growing thing in my field, being an SEX therapist. I got more.